Oh yeah, I put in here. How often do manhole covers get blown into the air in New York? Because I've seen that happen in
Every
movies.
movie.
Yeah, not every movie, mind you. We did just watch The Paper, which took place in New York. No manholes blown into the air in that one, but that was the only one I could think of. That's the only New York movie I can think of off the top of my head that didn't have manhole covers blown into the air at some point. And this movie had it twice in succession. They were the in only like three scenes apart. So I got to ask, if there's any New Yorkers out there, tell me honestly, how often does it happen? How often is this like a constant thing? Like, you get when you're walking through the streets of New York, there are two things you got to worry about: a pigeon crapping on you and a manhole getting blown into the air. Because according to the movies, these are constant dangers in the city of New York.
Well, I have to no, because those things weigh like 70 pounds. Like, don't they? I, I don't. So I know because so many in the town that I grew up in North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
That's the town that Al Capone used to run his operation. Uh, like you saw Untouchables.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when the Canadian Mounties were there for the setup and all that, and the tunnels that went through, that
Oh
was
yeah.
the town that I grew up in. Was where those tunnels started. Like that was,
Oh nice.
or started or ended, depending on how you want to look at that. But what is underneath my hometown is called the Chicago Tunnels, and they're big enough to have a horse and carriage going through these tunnel system underneath the town, fully sewered, everything like that, and they pop out like 15 miles north of the town. I think
Wow.
I'm not 100% on that detail, but when I was a kid, we went down into them, and then apparently a bunch of other people went down, and now in my town, all the manhole covers are cemented.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm a little bit curious if that is just something that happened in my town because of the Chicago tunnels, or if that's actually a common thing around the country. Because I have my own question for the audience too. I guess. I'm a little curious about that.
I'm trying to remember the last time I truly observed a manhole cover. Did it have a concrete seal? I don't remember.
I mean, I haven't checked in forever, but I know that's
Yeah.
what happened in my town.
Interesting. You make enough movies, though, of people going down into manhole covers and finding buried treasure in the sewers.
I went down into
Eventually,
the sewer after watching it. Why? I don't know.
why? That's the opposite of the message of that show.
You really would, yeah, you really would think so. But I don't know. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I was just, let's go battle a spider. I don't know. I don't know. I was so dumb as a kid.
I'm trying to think if I was, I'm sure I was no better at that age. I can't think of an example though. I'm sure I must have
I
been something
imagine growing
equally
up
as
in
dumb.
Portland, if I were you, I would have tried to go down into the Shanghai tunnels.
New York.
Oh, manhole
Oh,
covers in New York.
right. Manhole covers in New York. And you were asking me if I ever tried to go into the Shanghai tunnels in Portland. I didn't even actually know the Shanghai tunnels existed until I was a teenager. That was what I was eventually getting to.
Have you ever been down there? Because I never made it when in the five
Nope.
years I was there. I never went.
Nope. Never went down there. That's the thing
Have,
is like
have to make a
when you
trip.
live there, the tourist attractions don't attract you. They're
Hmm.
just there, and you figure maybe next time.
No, if you really want to know about your city, ask somebody who wants to visit your city.
No, that's true. That is very
That is the
true.
best way. That is the best way to know what's going on in your town.